put in one more shelf there, and I'm gonna use that for some shoes down there. You're gonna put shoes in there? How many pair of shoes do you think are gonna fit in them shelves? Well, Mike, if I wore a size 5 shoe like you do, it would be a lot. Okay, so this is what you normally use in the Philippines, a wardrobe cabinet for your clothes. So let's take a look at this one here. Is 13,000 now. Okay, here's the kind of room you get for your 13,000. Okay, well, it's got a lot of shelf and drawer space. As you can see, there's not a lot of room for your clothes in here, though. There's no space for long clothes. Let's see here. This one's 12,000. I guess it's about the same. Let's see what else they got here. Okay. Here's the tall model. Wow, this is 15,000 pesos for this jobber here. Okay. And is this one cabinet? Okay, this is one cabinet. This is all drawers here, and a little bit for clothes over here. Okay, that's all you get for your clothes, and the rest is drawers. And that one is 8,650 pesos. Okay, well, I'm working on the last big project of the interior of this house in Panglao here, and I wanted to show you the doors that I got, the louvered doors. Okay, so I'm doing 2 closets here, and these doors come in packages of 2. Now, I did find one place that has the folding doors all ready to go with all the hardware and the hinges connected together, but they're the kind of doors that you cannot cut down, and they did not have the right size for me. So I ordered the tracks and all that from Amazon, and then went to this place, Build-A-Ware, that's in Tagbilaran City in Bohol. And I had been there actually a couple times, and so finally pulled the trigger and bought these here. You can see the price tag there, 1,150 pesos. Now these things are taller than usual. We usually get them 80 inches. These are about 84 or something like that, 210 centimeters. Anyways, I was thinking that's a pretty good deal, 1150 for 2 doors. However, that's for each door. They put in a package of 2, but it's each one of them is 1150. So I kind of blew my budget on that. Why would you think it was 1,150 pesos for both of them doors? Well, Mike, when I buy a package of something, I expect the price on it to be for everything that's in the package. Okay, so what are you going to do when you go to 7-Eleven, like you always do, and you buy a 6-pack of beer? It says it's $5 for the 6-pack. And then you get to the counter and they try to charge you $30. But there's just no alternative sometimes here. So, anyways, what I'm doing is I'm putting the center thing in there, and I'm going to put some shelves because there's not really much room for dressers and things like that in these bedrooms here. So there's going to be hanging on this side is going to be a place for dresses. So you get the full like 6 feet there. And then over here, I'm gonna have 2 racks, one up high over here, and then one in the middle there. And then some shelving along the top. So we'll check out the progress on this as we move along. All right, so here's where I'm at now with this closet. I've got the shelves all ready to go. They're being painted right now. Inside of there's shelving, and on the top, across the top, there's... Why is that one all crooked at the top? Well, Mike, I don't have my miter saw here yet, so I had to eyeball those pieces with my circular saw, and they didn't come out perfectly straight, all right? That's one thing I might as well just let you do for me. No, that's all right. Shelving. And so we're just going to do some painting here today and then put it together. And then the last part is going to be building a header across the top and putting the doors in. Okay, so here I am. This is going to be the next to the last day on this, I hope. But it's all ready to go, ready to put the doors in here, which I'm working on cutting them down, and I'm going to paint them tomorrow, put the track up there, and get this first closet done here. All right, I'm finishing up this closet today. The folding doors here are all painted and ready to go. All I got to do is put hinges on them and hang them. This is a complete do-it-yourself job here with the putting the ends on and the whole shebang. Okay, I have completed the closet here in the small bedroom, the second bedroom, and I'm going to start today on the one in the master bedroom. So I'm going to show you what we have here. All right, so Jovi has all of her stuff in this one here. And so I'm going to make a slight improvement on the middle part when I do the next closet. And that is that these here don't have to be spaced so far. So I'm going to put in an extra shelf. I'm going to put in one more shelf there. And I'm gonna use that for some shoes down there. You're gonna put shoes in there? How many pair of shoes do you think are gonna fit in them shelves? Well, Mike, if I wore a size 5 shoe like you do, it would be a lot. Those are 8 inches, and then these are 16. I'm gonna make them more like 12, and I'm gonna squeeze in an extra shelf there, and I'm gonna make this this distance here, I'm going to make this a little bit narrow. It doesn't have to be that wide. It just has to fit the width of a folded shirt. So that'll give a little bit more room for the clothes on the sides there. But all in all, she ended up pretty good here. Now, the one thing I did have to do, because these doors are so skinny that they really didn't accommodate the hinge on there, so I had to put in a strip of wood here, an extra strip of wood, in order to really make the hinges work properly. So knowing that, I've already bought the 1x2 strips for the next doors. So, and then you can see I had to cut these down. I cut them down. The middle section here is cut down. So, anyways, all in all, I'm quite happy with it, and so we will follow the progress on the next one. Okay, so this is the current state of affairs here in the master. I just put up a rod there a while back, and this is all the clothes that I brought with me in my 2 suitcases down there. And so I've been living out of that tub there for the socks and underwear and loose stuff. So that's quite a pain. I have 3 boxes coming from the United States. One is going to be clothes and shoes. So that should be here any time now. So I'm going to have this closet done so I can accommodate the rest of my clothes when they come. Well, I made the shelving part for the first closet out of mahogany, but this is how it came. Some of it, half of it was straight and half of it was quite bent like that, and so why did you buy it then? Well, Mike, they just pulled a bundle of wood out of the warehouse for me, and I didn't get to pick and choose. I suppose if something like that would have happened to you, you would have made a scene just like you do every time you go to a bar, right? Well, I don't go to bars anymore. I could drink so much more buying my beer at the grocery store. I just bought some regular pine to do this next one with. So I'll just paint that, and it should be okay on the inside of the closet there. Well, I had one of these hand planers, a big one. I think I got it from a friend of mine that used to belong to his dad, and I never used it, and I gave it away not too long ago. And now I'm doing these louvered doors here, and I don't have a table saw, so I can only get it so close to the mark with my circular saw. I tried setting up a sort of a fence on here, and it actually ended up worse because the saw is not exactly square. And so I've been working with this thing here, and actually it's working really well. I'm leaving about an 1/8 of an inch extra material on here. Now this wood here is like, I don't know, it's like balsa wood or something. It's really easy to work with, but I've been leaving quite a bit on here and just taking it off this thing. Which I bought here in the Philippines. So it's saving me all kinds of time because there's no way that you're going to sand this by hand. And so the second closet is going to end up being a lot better because I mean, I kind of screwed these doors up on the first one. I'll tell you, the trick to this thing is getting it adjusted just exactly so it shaves off just the perfect amount of wood. But it takes 1/8 of an inch off here. It's going to take me, I did the other 3 already, so it takes me about 5 minutes to work all this off of here and then sand it for a few more minutes, and we're good to go. The only thing worse than painting is watching someone else paint. It's even less fun to do that, if that could possibly be true. Well, then why did you leave this part in there if it's so boring? Well, Mike, I left it in there for people like you who can't even work a paintbrush. Watch and maybe you'll learn something. Now, back in the United States, I'm a big fan of Sherwin-Williams paint. They don't have that over here, but what you will run into is this Boysen. And this stuff is really good. It goes on very nicely. And that's another thing. You're always giving me crap about my white socks. Well, look at you. Well, Mike, the only possible reason for a human being to wear socks out there like that would be to guard against the biting flies, okay? Okay, so I had a big day yesterday putting this closet together here. I get this middle section in, and I got the header framed out, so I'm going to put drywall up on that right now. The doors are ready to hang as soon as I get the rest of it done here. So I got about, well, a little bit of painting. I got to paint the drywall that's inside there and the outside of it. But by and large, it's nearly done. Okay, so this is the finished product here in the master bedroom, second closet that I did. And so, voila, fits all kinds of stuff in here. I got my medium-sized suitcase. I got the little bag that I had all my camera stuff in is up in there. I got my kite up here. I got all my long stuff over here. I got room still for more stuff over here. And yeah, the shoes I kind of had to put them in over there, but all in all, everything. Hold on a second, I gotta get my shoes.